Hello? I think this thing is on, right? Hi there! Hanzo here at the Hanzo Honey House. Gonna get back into Ken Griffey Jr. presents Major League Baseball. So, for those keeping score at home, because they do that, right? The World Baseball Classic just wrapped up, and Venezuela won it all against the Americans. That's a story all to itself. Check it out where you can. Congratulations to them. In the meantime, let's talk Major League Baseball. Let's talk about what we're doing here. What we're doing here has been not good, to say the least. 4-game losing streak. Toronto having our number, calling us a lot. But since we still have another game to play, we're gonna play it right now. So let's check the lineup. Let's check who's gonna pitch, and let's try to get this dub. Bordick, Gates, Sierra, McGuire, Brocious, Aldredi, Steinbach, Armas, and Blankenship out in left field. He's got a good arm. You can't leave him in the infield. And then we have... Well, wait a second. Hold on. Who's playing third? Armas is playing third? Yeah, that's fine. And then we got the Man of Steel, Ricky Henderson, Devon White, Alamar Carter, Ellerud, Molitor, Sprague, Borders, and Fernandez. Let's check pitching. Looks like we're going to have ourselves quite the duel today. You know, Kelly Downs can get it done, so Downs is going to pitch today, going up against Guzman. A pretty good year that year, 14-3, a little sub-4 ERA. We'll see what we can do. It might be a problem. We're not going to worry about standings, we're not going to worry about any of that.
Play ball!
Let's play. Blue Jays, Athletics, final game of the home stretch. And we're skipping because it's time to dip. Alright, here we go. We got Downs and Henderson on the plate. Swings at the first pitch. Bordick, McGuire, out number 1. Looks like everybody's playing a hurry today. Okay, well, Kelly's like, I'm down for that. 66, no swing. Okay. 66 again, no swing. How about if I show you a slower one? He hits it. Sierra's there. Out number 2. Keeping the 2s alive. Okay. Here's Alamar. 2 outs. Nobody on. 2 down. 3 down. And that's the inning. Kelly and the gang puts up a goose egg after half of 1. No score. Alright, here's Mike Bordick. The boys talked it out, though. They're going to be patient, and they're going to stick to the back of the box. How was that a strike? That was the same pitch as last time, but whatever. Guzman's got gas today. Expensive, you know. But Bordick's like, I don't care. I hit ball far. Corner. He rounds first. Gets to second with the greatest of ease. Mike Bordick, leadoff double. Here's Gates. Guzman's like, let me slow it down. He roped that one. I'm like, yep, he sure did. Playing the back of the box. He hits it. It's a fly ball, but left field is there. Ricky Henderson gets it. Out number 1. Here's Ruben Sierra. The boys playing the back of the box. Line drive right to the right fielder. Oh boy. The strap might actually work. The boys are roping the ball out there today. McGuire's like, oh, I want some of that action. I need to heat up my bat again. Liner down the left field line, hits the wall. Bordick scores from second. McGuire thinking 2, and he gets there. Stand-up double A for Mark McGuire. Here's Brocious. How was that a strike? We'll never know. Still asking questions. No answers. He hits one, but doesn't outrun it. And that is the end of the inning. Oakland scores 1 off of 2 hits after 1. 1-0, Oakland. Here's Joe Cotta. Lines to Gates, over to McGuire for out number 1. Here's John Olerud. Olerud, McGuire takes it himself, out number 2. Here's Molitor. He hits it, and that bloops in for a single. First base runner for the Toronto Blue Jays. Here's Sprague. Whiffs at 66. He hits the next one right to Aldretti for the end of the inning. After 1.5, they left 1 on. Still 1-0 Oakland. Actually, Aldretti's DHing there. That was Blankenship with the glove. My apologies. Sorry, Lance. Did that to you last time. But here's Aldretti DHing today. Already in the hole, 1-1. There's the 1-2. 1-2 to Aldretti. He hits a blooper to third. Third has a weak arm out there. If we got some more speed on base, we'll probably get some infield hits, but gets thrown out at first. Here's Terry Steinbach. 96 down the pipe, strike 1. Oh, he tries to swing early, but he hits it right to the third baseman for out number 2. Here's Armas. Guzman just straight throwing gas. He's just throwing all fastballs. The bloop, he jumps, still catches it on the way down, and that is the end of the inning. Nothing across for Oakland after 2. 1-0 Oakland. Here is Borders. Pat swings at the first one, right to Sierra for out number 1. Here's Fernandez. Throwing 66. Doesn't matter though. Gates fields it on 1 hop to McGuire for out number 2. Here's Ricky Henderson. Liner right to Blankenship for out number 3. 1.5 or 2.5 down now. 1-0 Oakland. Speaking of Blankenship leading off the inning. Swings at the first pitch, lines it to first. Oldred gets it on the hop, and he takes care of it himself for out number 1. Here's Bordick. Started off the scoring with a double and scoring there shortly afterwards. First pitch strike. Swings at the next pitch. Can he outrun that toss? No. He's out by half a step. Out number 2. Here's Brent Gates. Gates looks at 96 down the pipe. Strike 1. Swings to the next pitch. Bloops it to second. Over to Olerud for the end of the inning. 3 innings down. 1-0 Oakland. Downs out there looking cool. Hasn't thrown a single fastball yet. First pitch to White. Pops up to Steinbach. In foul territory. Gets it. Out number 1. Here's Alomar. Alomar pops over. Armas gets it. Out number 2. Here's Joe Cotta. Swings at that first pitch. Gates fields it to McGuire to end the inning. Boy, that was fast. 3.5. Oakland. 1-0. Here's Sierra. Sierra's hoping to get some good action today. He hits the first pitch. He looks at Gap Finder. Hits the wall, running for 2. Is he thinking 3? Yeah, he's brave. He's bold. Is he going to get there? Absolutely. A triple for Ruben Sierra. Busted it out the box. Nicely done. Guzman's like, oh, I got to take it easy now. These guys are doing something. Yep. McGuire's like, yep, that's me. Oh, no. He wasn't going to run that one. It's fine. Here's Brocious. Sierra at third. Guzman's losing its touch though. Brocious pops out in foul territory to Olerud. Oh no. Is Sierra going to score after such a big hit? Guzman losing some heat out there. 94. Aldretti swings late. Fouls off a fastball. The 0-2 to Aldretti. gets him with some inside snake action at 86 miles an hour. Oof. First strikeout for Toronto. Sierra stranded at third after 4. 1-0, Oakland. Here's Olerud. Liner down the left field line. Blankenship chases it down. Olerud's thinking too. Blankenship's like, you can test me, and you will fail. Lance Blankenship with a cannon in left. Molitor's like, I want to test that. Armas is like, no thank you, sir. You will do no such thing. Here's Sprague. Missed that outside part of the plate. Ball 1. Lines it right back to Downs, and that is the inning. 4.5. Oakland clinging on to a 1-0 lead. Steinbach starts us off. Bottom of the 5th. Oakland still up that 1-0. Guzman's got some magician acts going on, catching the side of the plate. Steinbach hits that second one, but goes right to second over the first out of the inning. Here's Marco Armas. 305 with 3 home runs already this year. Guzman, 95. Armas gets jammed a little bit to short, over to first, out number 2. Here's Lance Blankenship with that epic throw out of Olerud at second. Not known for his bat, but he's good on defense. Why he's still in the lineup. Crowds have played a little bit. Here's the 0-2 to Blankenship. Jams him, but he hits it out anyway. Blankenship's on base for Mike Bordick. Bordick's got 5 home runs on the season. Does he have one in him right here? He swings at it, but he lines out to short to end the inning. Blankenship stranded at first after 5. Oakland 1-0. Leading off is Borders. Borders swings at the first pitch. Bordick's there. Gets the out. Out number 1. Here's Fernandez. Not interested in the Nintendo 64. That's fine. Still not interested. 4 players. Why not play? He hits the gates. Over to McGuire. Out number 2. Back to the top of the lineup. Ricky Anderson's up. Swings at the first pitch. Blankenship lays out for it and grabs it to end the inning. 5.5 down. Oakland 1-0. Gates, Sierra, and McGuire coming up next. Here's Gates. Not interested in the first pitch. Why would he be? Swings to the next pitch. Lines it. Short's there to snag it on the fly for out number 1. Here's Ruben Sierra. Had that epic triple. Got stranded there. Let's see what he can do here. He puts a charge in one, but it lands in Henderson's glove for out number 2. Here's McGuire leading the team. 8 home runs. Cooled off a little bit. He was up to like 503. Now he's down to 456. Guzman pounding the strike zone with fastballs. Here's the 0-2. He gets it, just enough of it through the infield. McGuire's on with a single. Scott Brocious is up next from the right-hand side. McGuire takes his lead. Yeah, he backs up a little bit. Brocious looks at it, gets to second. McGuire gets thrown out at second to end the inning. 6 down. 3 more to go. Top of 7. Open. 1-0. Here's Devon White. Lines out to McGuire with some happy feet over there, but still snags it anyway for out number 1. Here's Alomar. Alomar to Armas. Armas across the diamond. Out number 2. Downs is just rolling right now. Carter gets a piece of it, but Bordick's there with the hops for out number 3. Stretch time. Oakland clinging on to that 1-0 lead. No action since the first inning. Yikes. Guzman huffing a little bit. He's like, take me out of this game, coach. Andretti's like, oh, you're tired, you see. Now I'll swing at the first pitch. Pops up to the catcher. You hate to see it. Borders is under it and snags it. out number 1. Here's Steinbach. Steinbach swings at the first pitch, 67 miles an hour with a swing and a miss. Backs up a little bit. Swings at the next pitch. It grounds to Fernandez. Fernandez across the diamond. Out number 2. The boys are thinking if we keep Guzman in the game long enough, something good will happen. Armas is like, you're right. I'll just do that. Right into Henderson's glove to end the inning. 7 down, 2 to go. Oakland, 1-0. Here's Olerud. Can't count out this Toronto team as they get streaky towards the end of games, but grounds out to McGuire in the meantime for out number 1. Molitor gets jolted. Sierra jumps. Nobody home. He rounds second. Got some wheels on him. Go-ahead runs at second for Ed Sprague. Downs feeling the pressure a little bit. Kind of cruising the whole game. Border gets it on the fly for out number 2. Here's Borders. Downs kind of huffing a little bit. Didn't catch the outside part of the plate. That was a little too much of the plate, but Borders didn't want anything to do with it. Swings at the next pitch, pops it back. Steinbach's under it, and he gets it. Leaves one stranded after 7.5. Oakland still holding on. 1-0. And Guzman's day is done. 56 pitches. Cox checking in. Gave up the 1 run on 5 hits. Could have been a whole lot worse. But here's Blankenship ready to party. Cox is like, I have a full tank of gas and I'm burning all of it. And Blankenship's like, that's cool. Well, I'm going to do that. And Henderson can still catch it for out number 1. Good contact. Still not enough to get over the fence. Bordick looks at a snake and is like, what was that? Fastball jammed him a little bit, but Bordick got enough of it to get it over the infield. He's on with the single. Here's Gates from the left side. Strike 1 on the outside part of the plate. Swings to the next pitch, fouls it off into the stands. Used to be a net back there. Not there right now. Strike 2. Oh, that's a double play waiting to happen. Yep. 5-4-3 double play to end the inning. Well, here we go. Looks like Downs can get it unless... Yep. Coach is making the change. He want to preserve this 1-run lead. Eckersley is checking in to try to get the save. 3 outs for the save for Dennis Eckersley. Let's see what he can do here. Fernandez. Right to McGuire for out number 1. Here's Ricky Henderson. They were teammates in '89 when they won this World Series. Check that out. Strike 1. Jams him. Armas gets it on the ground for out number 2. Last chance for Toronto here. Devon White. What can he do against Eckersley? Doesn't bite. 75. Well, that missed the corner a little bit. Ball 1. He hits it. Gates can't get there, but Sierra's there. Which brings up Roberto Alomar. Now, get this. If he hits a home run here, that'll be a blown save for Eckersley, and they'll be up 2-0 or 2-1, but he grounds out the Gates, and that is the ball game. A's come back after a 4-game losing streak and gets 1 across the board in the first inning to win 1-0. Astros star signs massive $100 million contract. Boy, that's expensive. Yeah, a lot of people didn't do much today. Kelly Downs really shut them down today, not to be too funny. Henderson, Alomar, Carter, Sprague, Borders, and Fernandez with no hits. Devon White had 1. Olerud had 1. That double where he got thrown out at second base counted as a hit. And then Molitor had 2. Nobody scored. Guzman goes 7, gives up 1, strikes out 1. Cox had the 1 inning of work, no damage there. And then on the other side, Brent Gates, a lot of offers, but it was just enough to get done here. Bordick with that run in the first inning was all they needed today. Downs Great game. Gave up the 4 hits, no runs. Eckersley shut it down for the save. Guzman takes the L. Going around the league here, we got the Giants, boo. Cubs, Pirates, Mets, Padres, Phillies, and the Astros, boo. Winning today. And in the American League, we got the Red Sox, Angels of California, Los Angeles of Anaheim, the Brewers, the Indians turned Guardians, the White Sox, the Mariners, and the game you just watched, the Oakland Athletics holding on to a 1-run lead from the first inning to win 1-0. That, friends, has been Ken Griffey Jr. presents Major League Baseball. Check it out for any Super Nintendo console that you can get your hands on. It's a fun game. Thank you, lurkers, mods, followers, subs. You all rock. Thank you so much. And until next time, we may see you tomorrow or next week. Until then, take care.